Today we had our W mornings, which is women's mornings at our church. All women are welcome, no matter what church you're from. This is a multi-church fellowship, building up of each other, and finding community and encouragement and fellowship, and refining each other with sharpening each other with our sword of the word. And I am so grateful to be a part of a church where these young ones that are teaching and leading are so in love with Jesus and so going so deep in the word, and they clearly have a relationship with him, and they're teaching all ages. They're teaching the young and they're teaching the old, and it's just such good fruit. And sorry, the wind is blowing hair in my face. But today we were talking about how forgiveness, right? And we forgive people, and okay, I forgave them, and some people have an easy time forgiving and others don't. But today we were talking about it again. We talked about it Monday, and simply put, I think most of us admitted, most of us forgave people, struggled some at times, but the thing that really gets us tripped up and is hard to do is when people continue to hurt us on purpose, and we're supposed to keep forgiving them. How do you navigate that? And so learning the difference between forgiveness and forgiveness doesn't mean allowing people to continue to hurt you. Forgiveness doesn't mean you continue to allow people to abuse you. It just means that you release them unto the Lord and you trust him with them, and you allow yourself to set healthy boundaries and not let your heart shut off in bitterness and anger and fear and all those things that are not of the Lord, right? Because there's peace, joy, love, right? In the presence of the Lord. And so when we're not in the place of love and peace and joy and long suffering, then we're not abiding in him. But today, it was just so wonderful to see women ministering to each other and sharing what the Lord had done in their lives, right? We overcome by the blood of the word and the blood of the word, the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And what was the visual that I'm going to share tonight, and leave it simple, put some scriptures, but what came to my mind is we hear about the renewing of the mind by the washing of the water of the word. Take your thoughts captive unto Christ and renew your mind, right? And how do we take those thoughts? I always picture grabbing that thought that is like not a good thought, right? Not positive, not grounded in truth. And I say unto Christ, and then I put it under him, and I let Jesus, stomp it down, and then I replace it with the truth, right? And, in psychology, it's a fact that when you think a thought or you do an action, and or both, right? Because the thought leads to the action, is that the more you think that thought, the stronger that neuro connection becomes, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So we have to renew our mind by washing it with the word, meaning keep washing it. And the visual I had today is, you see a bowl of dirty water, or you see dirty water in a pool, right? And you stick a hose in it and you flush it out. You flush out that dirty cup, or you flush out that dirty pool. In our mind, I was thinking of a cup. If I pour the cup is kind of murky and dirty looking, and I just keep pouring clean water into it, eventually all that darkness and that dirt and that stuff that I don't want in my cup, in my vessel. We're vessels of clay, right? Where the Lord is to be in us. But if we don't sit with him, if we don't abide with him, if we don't allow ourselves to get in the word, to pray, to fellowship, to worship, those are ways that the Spirit will pour into us that fresh and living water. And as that water pours in us, that dirt and that muck, unforgiveness, fear, anger, depression, addiction, all that stuff will start to flush out of us. But if we don't spend time with him in the word, in prayer, in worship, we are not renewing our mind. We are not fleshing our system out with that new, fresh water, right? And once he's flushed all that out, then it's like we have this living water coming out of us, and we can allow it to pour onto others and refresh others, right? So it's just so good. So if you have a church home, that's great. We're not trying to recruit attendees. We are trying to build the body of Christ and to equip and to love and to support women. There are men's ministries too. We have the men's breakfast this weekend at 8:30 in the morning. Come and fellowship with the men. You don't have to join our church. Just come and be encouraged and connect with the body. Have a good night.